Down syndrome is the third replication of the 21st chromosome, 321. I never really realized what Down syndrome meant, but it had a bigger impact on me than I ever thought it would. That's why I'm making this kind of film, this movie, because I want them to know that, hey, I still love them, I still think about them. They made me who I am, and I'm not who I am if it wasn't for them.
And we learned about the availability that Jimmy would be available. He was a baby born with Down syndrome. The agency had arranged an adoption for him prior to that, but once the people adopting him learned that he wasn't a healthy baby, that he had Down syndrome, that they decided, they backed out of the adoption, so we adopted him. Because I can tell you a story of one time when they were doing the testing, they had to do mandatory testing for everybody. They put a test in front of him, because clearly he couldn't understand. Because Jimmy, amongst many wonderful things, he has never not learned to read. And Jimmy looked at it, and Jimmy tried and finally he burst into tears. Because he clearly knew he couldn't understand it, couldn't do it. The teacher carried the paper out in the hallway. She burst into tears. And she took the paper and explained to the principal, and the principal burst into tears because nobody wanted to make Jimmy feel bad. Jimmy has always been a wonderful person. Miracle League is a great delight because it allows us to cheer for our kids in a sports event. It allows us to cheer for everybody's kids. It's not a competitive, not a win-lose situation, so we can, whenever other kids are up at bat, supposedly against our kids, we can cheer for them to do very well, get to know their parents. But generally, it's just great because our kids with disabilities get to play in the sport and get to be praised for their performance in that, and that's something very important.
Actually, that's with Martin.
Okay,
So, it was a blast, and it was so much fun, like exactly what everyone told me it would be, and it was just such a joy for me. It blessed me through it, and it was just a blast getting to see how much fun they have, and they know what they're doing, how joyful and sweeter than most people are, it's just a blast getting to watch them be blessed through them, see their spirit and everything is great. They're so joyful. I just feel like people need to open their eyes and see these they're no different than us, and they're even open to loving people and just not so closed-minded. It's just
people at our school, they don't really look at Jimmy and say, oh, that kid has Down syndrome. I bet you they don't even know that he has Down syndrome. They just think he's really cool. He's very positive around school.
He's a chick magnet at school. He's not afraid to do whatever.
He's really popular with everybody. Everybody he meets, they like him. When he goes to home plate, he likes to slide and pretend like he's in an actual team where there's where it's the actual field.
It gives you new experiences. Yes, that's definitely for sure. So if we're out in public and you see another kid with Down syndrome, we don't look and walk and stare. It's just when we see every day when we come home from school, we know what they're going through, what I'm sure they've been through.
I didn't know much. I knew that it was just an opportunity for kids to just be themselves and be able to have that game and just interact with each other and interact with their buddy. It was so cool. He was just so excited about it and loved the game and just loved being out there. He does take it serious.
Yeah.
He got up to bat and got so ready and got his swing, back swing, and got it all figured out. I was excited about it too after I left, and I was just happy, and my heart was happy, and I knew that they were happy about it and they were glad we were there, so that was cool.
So right now what we're about to do is Jimmy's got a baseball game across the street over at Miracle League, and got a surprise for him. I was able to kind of talk to Spider-Man to see if Spider-Man is going to show up, and it looks like he's going to show up. And so the secret about Spider-Man is Spider-Man's actually going to be me, and hopefully, fingers crossed, Jimmy won't know that it's me.
Go. Go Lips. Fly. Go Lemon. It's it. Go. Open. Shoot. Yeah. I want that. Cut.